I know, shock, shock. No hat. No hat. Couldn't decide what color to wear. Do I wear the pink rebel hat? Very cute. Or do I wear the old standby? Okay. Didn't bring the Buckmaster hat. Anyway. Today's video is going to be one that literally I have recorded 5+ times. 5 times, you think, honey? The women in survival, women in security. Okay, so here it is, you guys. Okay, now I got to do the. Everybody else has their drink. Cheers. Yes, the hated Starbucks. Anyhow, video is about women in security. Now, originally when I did this video, I started out by saying, when the shit hits the fan, what side of the fan will you be on? I know what side of the fan I want to be on. Honey, do you know what side of the fan you want to be on? I'll just push him to the right side. He needs to be on the same side as me. But anyway, the reason I asked that question, and I'm asking this for my female watchers and my male watchers who have important females in their life. Just spit it right out, guys. Security is a woman's responsibility. It's not yours. Her security is her responsibility. The security of your children when she's not there, and ladies, I'm talking to you too, the security of your children is your responsibility when your husband is not there. And this is not, there's no nice way to say this other than just to say it. It's noble and romantic for your man to take care of you and to, you know, be the damsel in distress and feel like you're taken care of. But you know what? He may not be there. And in all likelihood, if the shit does hit the fan, there's a chance you're going to be separated at some point. You need to be able to take care of yourself. You need to find your own security setup. You need to find your own weapon. You need to find your own, your own mindset. My husband said, your own way of doing things. And please, take advice of the people who may have been thinking about this a little bit longer than you have. Don't just shut out anybody's advice, but you got to do things the way that you're comfortable doing them. But you can't be comfortable saying, well, my husband has guns and he showed me how to use them once and I'm okay. Or my husband, security is his responsibility and I'm not going to deal with that. That is really, really naive thinking. You need to know you need to know where everything is. If your husband is in charge of all of your, your paperwork, your food stores and your supplies and, the inventory, you need to make him or ask him to take you through every bit of it. And guys, you need to take your wife through it, kicking and screaming if you have to. She needs to know how to take care of herself if you're not there. And I could go through a million scenarios of why a man might not be there to take care of his family. You know, and how many different levels of being away there can be. There can be being away for an hour to go get water. There could be never coming back. As awful as that sounds, ladies, you need to know how to take care of yourself. And starting with your security. Now, my security, my first stage in my security is my dogs. My dogs are my alarm system. Now, my dogs do not bark at every leaf that falls from the tree. They don't bark at every squirrel that runs across the backyard. My dogs only bark when a threat or a possible threat or a stranger comes onto my property. They will bark if my adult daughter pulls in the driveway, if they aren't immediately sure of who it is. I shouldn't even say that. Anybody that pulls in the driveway, I get an alarm from them. It's just a varying levels of alarm that I have learned to read from my dogs. And I put out a video. It was my very first video I ever recorded, and I put it on YouTube a couple of days ago, and for some reason nobody's watched it. I don't know what I did wrong, but it was called my first video, my second attempt at editing, and it is about personal security, one aspect of personal security when you're home alone. But I guess I kind of put the cart before the horse in that. And what I mean by that is that I first needed to, you know, let you ladies know that your security is your responsibility. You have to take responsibility for it. And I'm going to encourage you. I'm opening myself up to being a resource for questions. I know a lot of times people don't ask questions because they feel dumb. They're afraid that somebody they'll lose points with people, I guess, or whatever, because they don't, because maybe it was a dumb question. And I'm one of those people. I've not asked questions before because I thought, oh, everybody else knows what that is. Maybe I should know. Maybe if I shut up long enough, maybe I'll figure it out. But I'm going to leave myself open for y'all to send me PMs and ask me questions if you want. But develop a plan. You need to have, number one, you need to have some form of an alarm system. And an alarm system that, whether it's battery operated, hanging from trees, motion detectors, whatever, but you need to have some form of an alarm system that alarms you that there's somebody on your property. That you know how to operate, ladies. You know how to operate. You know what it means. You know you can handle it all by yourself. You can reset it if it's got to be reset. You know the whole process. The second thing is communication. You need to have some form of emergency communication. If you are by yourself and a threat does come, you need to have some way to be able to call for assistance. Right now we have these wonderful things called telephones, but if the grid should come down, or you know, cell phone towers aren't working, or you know, whatever, you need to have another form. And CB radios are great for that. They're inexpensive. They're easy to operate. I had one in high school. That's how easy they are to operate. And they don't go for tremendous distances, but you have the ability to alert somebody within your network or family or something like that you're in distress. Number 3 is a weapon. A lot of women don't like weapons. A lot of women say, okay, teach me how to use the darn thing and then leave me alone about it. got to be comfortable with it. And I've already said this before. It's addictive and it's a lot of fun when you get started on it. Just give it a chance. You know, it really can be a lot of fun as well as save your life. And after protection with a weapon, then you need to have survival skills. Survival skills meaning the ability to make a fire in any possible environmental scenario. I'm getting blinded by the sunlight. Oh, he's such a gentleman. He's been married all these years and he's still so sweet. Anyway, and I didn't think of that, the little flap down. And I'm sitting here telling you how to take care of yourself. So I'm just kidding. Anyway, the flapper, he says it's called a visor. Okay, it's a flapper, alright? It's a flapper. Like, totally. Anyway, I better get going on this video. I'm being so silly lately. I've been having a lot of fun with this whole YouTube thing. But anyway, survival, fire, water, being able to, you know, fire is the most important thing, because fire is going to be able to purify your water. Fire is going to be able to cook your food. If all you can have is, you know, raw food, if all you can find is raw food, you can, you know, and cooking is important in raw food. You know, Bear Grylls will sit there and eat raw eyeballs and things all day long, but, you know, there are issues with that, with contamination and microorganisms and getting sick. So, and that guy's gross. But anyway, I can't even watch him. I mean, ugh. Anyway, they, my points is an alarm system, to my hand, an alarm system, communication, weapons, survival skills. Ladies, those are your responsibility. The responsibility for you and for your kids. You know, you're not taking anything away from your man by being able to take care of yourself. You're actually giving credit to him, not taking credit from him. It is a credit to a man when his woman can take care of herself. It really is. Because I know when my husband's here that, you know, my little internal watchdog gets kind of shut down, and I know he's got it, and I'm good, and that's a wonderful feeling. But I also am very confident when he's gone that I can take care of myself. So I hope this didn't come across as too harsh or too scatterbrained, but I'm very passionate about this, and I really hope that you consider what I'm saying. Now, I'm going to do more series in this Women in Security, breaking things up with different videos of different topics. You know, fire, shelter, water, and my husband is going to go along with me and help me teach this, because really he's my teacher, so who better to have help me teach you than my teacher.